Good evening, everyone. It's February the 3rd already. 3rd day of February 2022. Yesterday it was 2/2/22. And today we're going to do some more live coding. Blazor add-in web Office JavaScript add-ins based on Blazor. Never shown before, but we are going to do it. Let's start the show. Welcome back. This is the second stream this week. Last Tuesday I had another stream and everything failed in that stream. So that was a sad stream. Hope today will be better. I'm pretty sure it will be because we are doing Office development today. Let's go to the code window. Let's close this. I was checking for updates and there is an update. So I was in doubt to do either the update 15 minutes before the stream or not. And I decided not to because most likely it will be taking at least half an hour to update. And I don't want to do that because the stream is short enough. Although last couple of weeks we run into 4-hour streams. Let's see if we can do that a little bit shorter today. So first we need to switch over the manifest back to local development. Because if we look at this one, this is probably front facing the Azure website. Let's see if it's still up and running. It should be up and running. This is up and running. Oh, that was the wrong button. Not the wrong button, the wrong window. So your add-in will look something like this. I like the image growing there. Let's close this one because we don't want to get confused with the development version. That's this one. We have to swap it out for the local version. Copy. And it's also done in the build steps, but I'd like to be sure that we have the right one. We have to throw this one out first. Okay, let's see if this still works. Let's clean Word for the first time. How are you all doing today? See, there's the show task pane add-in. Maybe you want also update some information on the buttons there to fancy it to Blazor add-in, something like that. My mic is in the way. Let's put it a little bit higher and out of my face. Let's see. I'm also wearing my Word shirt, especially for office night. Yeah, where was I? Cleaning out the Word instance here. Trust Center, Trusted Adding Catalog. We have to switch on the next time Office starts clears the previous installed ones, and also do this. Quit Word to make it giving us clean start there. Now run the local version. Let's see if that still works today. It kicks in. Localhost. There we are. Content controls interaction. We have 2 pages there. Let's run this in Word. Start a blank document. The add-in is gone now, so we have to bring it back in. My add-ins. From the shared folder, there it is. It's not the local version, that's the wrong one, so we have to refresh this. And it's still not showing the right one here, because it should be showing the localhost version. There's no way to actively refresh this, I think. Let's try again. Options, Trust Center. Trust Center, maybe we should completely remove this. Let's try cleaning once more. I feel this is always a bit of a pain point where there's some items in the cache. Insert, no, not that one. Insert, my add-ins, shared folder, and still not showing the right one. So let's do the hard work then. Trust Center, catalog, and now removing this one. Live coding VS19 Blazor add-in. Let's remove that. Clear. Shouldn't be this hard, I think. Start it again. Insert my add-ins. Now the shared item is gone, so we have to bring in the file share again. Trust Center, Trust Catalog. What was it? Let's find the share again. Properties, sharing, this one. Oh, I don't have Zoomit installed on this machine. I should install Zoomit here to show you the details. And bring in OK. Go to WinWord. Do this. Add catalog. Add it. Okay. Insert again. Now we have to close Word again because it's not recognizing it without restarting. That's another point. Could be improved. Should be improved, I think. Insert my add-ins. Now there's a shared folder. Still not showing the right name. Let's check the code here. Go to the manifest. This is not the right one, is it? No, this isn't the local version. That's not right. So did I copy the wrong one? I thought I copied the local version. Let's copy the local version again. We need to stop this because it's now actually running the wrong manifest. And there's no changes at this time, so we may need to make some modifications. So if this is software bang, put the bang in there. Now we have a modification and we rebuild this. That copied one file. Now this one should be the local version. Is this the localhost version? Still isn't, is it? This is the Azure version. This is localhost. Yes, this is localhost version. And is this the localhost version now then? It's not. Why is this not copying? Oh, wait. I probably changed it in the properties. That's what you get when you don't do this for a week. You have to move it automatically here from live to local. I'm falling for my own trap here. Let's clean this and rebuild. I said, let's rebuild. That should copy it again. And let's check it to be sure. This indeed is the localhost version. So now back to here. We need to run this. We do the clean dance again. I wonder what the difference is between this one and this one. Maybe you can do one, clear just one. If there are multiple in the list. Okay. Close wood once more. That should be already in place. Let's go to blank document. Insert my add-ins. Shared folder. There's the localhost version. Finally. Get it started. Run this. Still loading. So first go to page 2. Click Hello World. That's working. Go back home. Insert content controls. No. Yeah, it it inserted two because we did have two paragraphs, but I wanted to do the setup first, add some text in there, insert content controls, put each part of the paragraphs within its own context, and then modify the content controls to give some tags and an odd and even tags in there. So that all works. So what I was thinking, what I really want to do, because this is still, if you go to the source code from this is still mostly, if you go to the each of the pages, where are the pages here? The index, that's the main page with the setup and the content controls part. It's still a lot of JavaScript code if you look at the JavaScript code in here. Also check if the script is still in here. No, script is not in there anymore. That's good. But instead of doing all this, I basically want to do things like this in C#. So I want to see if we can do the same thing. We add another page. We have page 2 in here. If you look at VBA, for instance, there are things that you do in here, like Visual Basic. You have this document, and then we do sub test, and then you do something like active document insert. Let's have a look at the browser. Insert paragraph. Insert paragraph like this. And that's just a command. That's part of the range of the selection or of so go to the JavaScript file here, this one. There's a setup part. We clear the body, then insert paragraph, insert paragraph, insert paragraph, insert paragraph. So what I rather would do is split it up. Let's copy all of this, copy, and paste that in. Rename this. I said rename this. Oh, it's not able to rename because we're running it right now. Where's the website? There. Let's close that. Now rename it to page 3. That should rename all the items below. So This would be something similar like page 2, page 2, page 3, page 3, and we need to add another button in here. Go to page 3. And there's a function there. We have a function here, move to page 2. So let's change this to copy, add a string in there, bring the page in here, let's see if we can just kill this. Why is this all squiggly? Make this move to page. And we should pass in an argument. Click on click. That's the alt option. I don't want to have an alt option. Delete to do. So this would be something like this. Fat arrow, it will be a lambda. Copy. There's the to do. That would be not to do, but it would be move to page. Page 2, 3. No argument given to the corresponds the required formal parameter page. I would say this would work. Should work. type index already contains an definition. Yeah, I need to rename the class, obviously. Page 2, 3. Move to page. String page. Page. Go to the eraser for, no, not for the eraser, for this one. Move to page. It's required to restart the application, but it's not started. Let's rebuild it. So it's not recognized the string thingy there. Given it corresponds with the formal parameter page of index. Oh, did I miss a thingy there? Move to page does not exist. This is. This should be the same as we have on page 2. Why is there a true there? Yeah, that's the overload. Navigate to. Do I use navigate to in the other one as well? Yeah. This will be page again. That's index, and the other one is move to page. Fat arrow, move to page. It's expecting string. This is not allowed. This should be $1, I think. Or @ sign maybe. Why is this not accepted here? Maybe it needs to do something. not picking up the double string. I can do the other thing, like something like this, but take that out. No, this is not allowed. Pass in string lambda Blazor. Simply what exactly same thing I do, I think. Where's the on click here? There. And the answer should be I just change the quotes around. So it went from this to this. Single quotes. Now it works. That's sneaky. Oh, this one puts the @ sign outside. Described here. On click equals the update heading. There it is. So the @ sign. also try let's do it like this, and then we have another one. Let's clean this. Bring the add sign here. That's it. I think that's it. Go to page 2. This one is page 3. That should be go to home. Like this one. Copy. Move to page home. This one will be here. Go to there. This should go to the other way page as well. And the index page no, this is not what I should copy. This one should copy this one, copy, and go to page 2. That's already there. Index. Move to page 2. Page 3. This is the index, so it should go to, yeah, this one should be page 2. And this one should be the same as this one. Except for page 3. Page 3. Now go to page 3. There's still the same setup button there. But in this case, I want to do it a little bit different. Not by doing this one. I want to do something like go to setup document. Setup document that's doing all of these things. Why is this going in there? What I wanted to do is all these things in the C# environment. Because I want to hide the JavaScript as much as possible. So let's comment this out. So the first thing that we want to do is clear the document. That would be does that exist in VBA, clear document? Clear all. If you go to active document, like document, where is document? Document. This one. There's no clear option, I think, on this one. I would go to document and then range. You have document paragraphs, and paragraphs are these things, and these have ranges, I think. Yes. And what do you do with the range? It's also not clear on range. Delete. So that's interesting, because the JavaScript API is much clearer to do things like clear the complete document. Document. There's no clear on the document either. If I want to do the same thing, then I would say like something like document doc equals to word active document. And then you would say something like doc clear. What's the body? Is it on the body? Body, there's no real body. The Word document. How is this different to this one? It's not. Why is that duplicated? Even worse, there are 3 of them. Does this have a body? No. I would say something like clear. That's the start of the body. Insert paragraph. That's part of the range again. This only has the insert paragraph and the insert paragraph after, insert paragraph before. Insert paragraph. So the active document has a start, I think. No. Range start. Paragraphs add. It's giving a range, and start is also a range, I think. Start. Range. Document has a range. Where's the range? There. And that is a start and an end. Start with that's a long. VSTO, add paragraph. Because the goal is to be close to VSTO. object start, object end, word range. Then it's just typing it there. So it's not so easy if you compare it to JavaScript already. You can do the same thing like this, where you create not setup. You start with clear. And you should have insert paragraph. Some text and the location. Oh. Oops. Control dot, generate. Did it generate? It did. So this should be text. This should be location. What's there happening there? That should not be. Setup should be something like this. Invoke would be clear. Clear document internally. Then private async. Paragraph. that needs some things like this. Invokes the convert array with invoke async selecting button. After JavaScript call, the passed array is converted into a string. The string is returned, so I don't get anything returned in my case. But this is passed in. Looking for this. Invoke async. Runtime. And then set of parameters. So this is extension. Yeah, it's an extension. Entering this, that's the identifier, and with no cancellation token. This one, it's this one. This identifier and then the arguments. So this would be, where is it? That will pass in text and location. Why is this in there? Should also do that. Think. So the button on page 3. Page 3, where's page 3? Where's my layout for page 3 there? There. Page 3, we have a setup. This one. This will call setup without anything. That enters this one. Why is there all squiggly? Restarting, it's still running, it's not running. Clear. Now we need to go and build a clear function, clear document. So we take this one, copy, and call this clear document. That will take context of Word, do nothing more than this. get last insert text. So clear, not doing anything else than this. But there's no so no need to sync it then. That's interesting. That's interesting. There's no context sync. Insert paragraphs, get last, insert text. Huh. Okay. Let's build this. All these squigglies. Requires restarting the application. It's not running. Build succeeded. If I look at this. Oh, it is running. Don't save. No, it's not running. It's not running. F5. Something is not right. There's this interesting button. Go to page 2. Go to home. There should be a page 2 on page 3 on page 2. Let's see if we can run this in Word. See if we have a page 3 in here. We have a page 3. So now if we do equals rand, and now click setup, and it's actually cleared my document. Cool. So now try the insert paragraph thingy. That should have text and location. And it should be called, how did we call this? Insert paragraph, copy. I think it was should be with something like small I. Close that. This one. Then we are doing the same thing like this. Again. But now we are doing things like this. This should be the text. And this should be location. That's any. There's also any. Is there a reference for this? There's the reference documentation. Forward, that's forward. JavaScript API, API reference, and it's, what's it called? Insert paragraph. It should not be a property, but it should be, what's the enums? Is that like location also? Insert location. That's this. Prepends content to the contents of the calling object. And on the body, document body, there is the body. The body has something like paragraphs. So where did this come from? That's not, must be part of the OfficeJS interface. If I search for insert paragraph, this one, that's part of the word body class. And the body you get from document. So it must be document body. Is there also get body or something? No. Body. Document. So document class. Okay, let's back to here. Insert paragraph. It's getting the context, and context has a document, and the document has a body, and that's inserting. This should be that's an enum. Location. Basically, that's this one. Insert location. Let's call this one word insert location. How to specify type in JavaScript. If you want to force it into an object, first name. So you put nothing in there, but can you say it's an integer or something like that? I think there is no way to bring in the type there, strongly typed. That's this one, next would be this one. further paragraph. Copy. It's already in there. Then the last one, get last paragraph. So this replaces this one. I would think of something like for paragraph equals to active document paragraphs is active document paragraph count or something. Then it would get item count paragraphs paragraphs. Insert text. And then the text. And then what to do with it. What to do with it. In this case, it's much easier to do the JavaScript thing. That would only need text if I do something like this. Why did he put all these spaces at the end? Should not be necessary. Replace paragraph is not there yet, so let's do something like this. Let's take the other one. Copy. Oh. Replace paragraph. Only the text. Then go to here. Insert paragraph and then copy this one. That would adapt this part. Replace. No location for now. This should be text. So instead of doing all these things in one, I now split it into separate items. So now we can remove this one. So it's much more granular objects, but it's still not close to what we see in Visto or VBA. For this page, I want to remove all of this just to clean it up. Only do the parts used in the page, like clear document, insert paragraphs, replace paragraph. The insert content controls can also go for now. And I'm not using the callback either. Save. Now let's see if we can do. Still not running, so it's still confused that it's thinking of still running. We rebuild this. We are now 3 pages and go into Word then. Win Word. To the blank document, add in shared folder, refresh this, show it, there we are. We have an add-in here. Go to page 3. That's the one used to mimic the same as the page 1, but these are now obsolete. Let's do the setup. And it's actually working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's look at the order there. Go to the page itself. Now to the C# part. What we are doing here is put one paragraph to the start. That's this one. Then co-locating to the start, so it will be put in front of it. Then insert another that's also in front of it. And then video provides this one. And then replace paragraph. I would expect it to replace this one. So let's look at the page 1 version here. Go to home, do the same thing. It's doing the same thing, so there's no difference. It should be good, but I would expect this one to be replacing one of the others. At least it's working. But as I said, it's still not related. It doesn't mimic the Visto libraries, where you would say something like active document clear. Because basically what you still are doing is rewriting the other functions, the JavaScript functions, into C#. This will get the last paragraph. So the last paragraph is empty. What if I skip that? Would there be a double paragraph sign at the end? My guess is that if I skip that, that will be looking like something like this maybe. Yeah, it's page 3, that's not in here, I think, is it? Yeah, it was this one. Insert constant controls. This one is working. So I'll go in here. Let's close the document for now. Set close document. Don't save. I hate the squigglies all there. Oh, it's still running in the background here. Terminate it. It's terminated. So why is it not stopping? Let's skip the one paragraph in there. This one. Let's take that one out. run it again. Start Word again, Windows Word. Run this. This is the first one that brings in this part. So go to page 3, do the same thing. See, now there's an empty paragraph in there. For some reason, if you do something like clear the document, you always have this paragraph in there. So if you insert a paragraph, then this one will shift to the end and bring another paragraph there. And if you do another one, it will be done there. This is what we basically do. Bring one at the front. So the interesting part is that we now can do simply by replacing the parameter of this piece in the code by making this end, as that's part of the enum. It will now be reversed. Rebuild and apply changes. What's the error there? It says it's still running in the process, but it's not. Visual Studio is confused again. It says succeed, but if I do this, will it run build? It is. Now go to WinWord. Open the task pane again. This one is the original one. Video inserting co1 to make. Now we go to page 3. Let's do that again. Now it's the other way around. Still, this one is going into the last one. But these ones are now turned around by the location. If I go to Google, location, that's a different one. Outlook, I don't want Outlook, I want Word. And pick, no, well, let's pick the preview. Word API preview. API reference, not Outlook. We done Word. Jumping to a complete different location. There's enums in here. There. And we have the insert location. The insert location, I should say. After before and replace. If you use before, then you need a reference to another item. Insert before. Before. Before what? Why is that squiggly? The insert content controls can, this is page 3, yeah. Modify, move to page. They should go to some generic library or something. Will it build? Will it build? One failed. One failed. This one does not exist. Yeah, that's true. I want to remove the complete section here. From page 3, that is. Some differentiation there. This sample demonstrates how to insert the C# way. Let's build it again. Succeeded. Let's run this. Go to Word again. Can we simply reload here? Yeah. Page 3. There we only have the details set up now. In the original order. So how would we be able to convert the code like we've seen here somewhat into the same thing as the object model? So I would expect something like active document. And then do get active document. Vista way of working would be get active document and then clear active document. That would basically be something like get document body, select all, and delete. Something like that. Insert paragraph, same thing. Like this. Get active document. Active document start. Get active document start. Insert. Add specified location. That's completely different than that we see here. Because to do this, you would build some sort of a model. C# model. OfficeJS. Let's look for Google VSTO Office Object Model. It's like this. There you have the application. The document object. There you have the gloss this document. This is kind of strange because what we do here is interop between we go from C#. We now go from C# to OfficeJS, and And that goes to Office. Blazor OfficeJS thingy is like this. We disable the paragraphs here for now to make it a bit more readable. Let's make this a title. Generic OfficeJS is like this. JS. That's somewhat similar like this. Using the web interface is going into Office. This. You have Visto. That's going from C# to Office. And you have VBA. This is basically embedded. The benefit of this one is it's multi-platform. Every platform supporting WebAssembly. This has the benefit of multi-platform I would say native. This one is Windows only. This one is I believe the Mac also has VBA. This one is provided by Microsoft. What I really would prefer is that you get some cool, you get the intelligence predicting what I type already, also in Word. Preferred Blazor OfficeJS. No, not OfficeJS implementation, Blazor implementation. That would be I think we only have a C# Blazor version. Do we? Yeah, that's building a VB class library inside the This is an interesting idea if you want to program VB. I don't think there's a VB Blazor thing. What I wonder, because this is using the .NET object model, but the Visto model is not available inside .NET Core. What you want to get the Visto namespaces ported to .NET Core. Because if you go into the namespaces in Visto, these are all in here. This was never rewritten, I think, for .NET Core. That would require .NET Core to adopt the namespaces for the Office interop, this one. But this one is obviously not multi-platform. And I'm pretty sure that this is already done internally with Microsoft. Things like this one. This one is a multi-platform. This is getting the host on whatever platform, like the web, like Word for Web, Word for Mac, Word for Windows. one is running everywhere. So in order to do the same thing like Visto is doing, you would need to create another model again around the platform independent libraries, OfficeJS libraries, and expose that within Blazor, somewhat like what I did in here. Question is also, how would you get a reference to the document? Because if you look at the first one, like the clear, that will go to clear document. It goes to the JavaScript function here, and it will just run against Word, where it has knowledge that Word is already loaded through the Office JavaScript interface, and then it knows that it has a document and a body and paragraphs. But what if there is no document loaded in here? So let's say we have, for instance, let's copy this for my reference, for my memory. We have sticky notes on here. Yeah. No sticky notes yet. Click the plus button. What account is this running? Oh, even this is not a good idea, I think. And why did the music stop? Was the playlist already done? This is not a good idea to copy this in. Let's copy this to OneNote on my own machine. Add a page there. It's also not formatting. It says keep source formatting if you do something like this, keep source formatting, but it's not even showing my source formatting there. Strange. Anyway, I saved this part, so let's close this document. Close document. Close, there. You don't save this. Oh, no, it's disabled. So there's no option to do this in the context of... This is always in the context of its own document. If we go to blank document, there it is again. So this always goes in the context of a specific document. What if I have twice, two of these? Oh, they have this own window. There is an option to do MDI for Word. Multi-document. I think they removed that from the options. I think that's no longer possible. Show each document in its own, in the same window. Side by side. Yeah, the side by side. Hold down the control key and select the documents that you need. This is how it was. File, options, advanced, display, show all windows in the taskbar. That's the option. That file, options, advanced, display, show recent number of documents, quick access, show this number of intent. Yeah, I think it's removed. Google. Was removed in Excel 2013. I asked this for Word. Difficulty finding it, yeah, because it's gone, I think. Multi-document interface, that's the one I was looking for. Yeah, well, if they remove that from Word, it's also, or from Excel, it's also removed from Word, that's pretty sure. So now what we basically want is an interface between we want a model, a C# model of a OfficeJS model. Word. These are the classes. What would this return? An object. A word run object executes a batch script. Request context, it will give the context. Returns a promise. Office extension client object. Word run object, objects, because that's the starting point. There, the word run is the starting point. Not run. That executes a batch script that performs actions on the Word object model using the request context of a previously created API object. When the promise is resolved, any tracked objects that were automatically allocated during execution will be released. That means that if you do something like this, after that it's gone. All the items used in here, they are just gone. So let's see if we can do something else here. Because this is a return nothing thing. Do we also have some things that do return options? Well, because this one, for instance, gives the number of paragraphs. If I copy this, it's a bit big, but I will filter out the ones that I need. What if I want something like get paragraph count? Paragraphs count. That should return a number of things. Let current document be current document. Load all. That will be synced. Traverse each paragraph of the document and wraps a content control around it. That's the function. Paragraphs load none. Just don't need any properties, just wrap each paragraph within the content control. Yeah, I just want to count the items. So this will load all the paragraphs. Number of paragraphs. Paragraphs equals to I would say things like this. Oh, oops. Hitting the microphone again. And this is what I want to return, basically. Don't want to load anything, I just want to know how many paragraphs are there. Paragraph count, and we need to return number of paragraphs there. Then JavaScript return value function. That's what you get if you don't, if you're not working with JavaScript. Return result. It just returns it. Okay. rebuild and apply changes. Oh, that's killing it. There's no need to run it because I want to do some binding there. Yeah, so I need to bring something in the page there, page here, and then put a div in here. My paragraph counter. Paragraph. And that's now not available because it's not in the class here. And I need to have a public thingy there. Why is it a parameter? Should bring in the property here, paragraph count, start with 0, what's here the issue? Yeah, requires restarting. Thought it was not running at all again. Paragraph count. Now we bring in the button there as well. Count paragraphs. Paragraphs. Count paragraphs. Copy that. Go in here. Private async task count paragraphs. And now I need to not to invoke a void async, but we want to invoke an async and return something. No, that's not necessary. Let's look that up for now. Google. Invoke void async. this. That's the input, and it returns a string. In our case, it will return an integer. That's what I would think. That would JavaScript module. Anything that would be an integer. Did we make it an integer? Yes. And not convert array, but we named it paragraph count. And there's nothing to be added here. And that should not be text, that should be this one. Why is it doing a new await? There's a convert array. Is there a convert array here, there? And that's not async, I think. Changed value task. Invoke JavaScript function and read the returned value. Display ticker alert. Display ticker alert is in here somewhere. There. It's also not async, is it? Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. Symbol, price, alert, return, user alert in the browser. So I would think the same thing like this. This will return a value task string. Copy. Integer. Should be await something like this. Provide a value type that wraps task and an int, only one of which is used. The result is int. Page does not all paths return value. Oh yeah. It's not necessary to return anything like this. Because I set it to the property, I think, is it? This is the C#, yeah. Well succeeded. So let's recap. I now added a property here. represents 32-bit. Auto property might restart it, yeah. Let's run this. Do we get another button there? Page 3. True. Now, why is there setup title up front there? There's no need for that. Let's load it in Word. Blank. Page 3. I think there's now one paragraph in here, and that's failing. Let's have a look at the inspection there. What's the error? The JSON value could not be converted to int. Okay. Let's investigate this some more. Return value Blazor Office. No, not Office. JavaScript intro. List key value pair, phone numbers. Show confirm. This one will result. That's a string in this case. This says it will return a boolean. Set document title. This code had a deliberate error in there. Run the application, you will see the no reference exception on the line that calls JavaScript invoke void. First render. So it looks like something like this one. Show prompt. Result is set is binding there. Let's see what we did wrong here in our case. Close word there. Don't save. First go to the function here, return number of paragraphs. Where's the JavaScript function? Something like this. JavaScript, invoke async. There's the prompt story again. Set.NET reference. What's doing this? JavaScript. Set text. JS invocable. That's the other way around. I want to export. Is it exports or export? Export. There you go. In this case, it says set element. This one. And it provides a div element and hello from interrupt call. Apparently it's aware of the HTML item, but I want to do it from Blazor. JavaScript isolation, show prompt. This will pop up a dialog. It's not what I want. This is the C# file. No, this is a Razor file. This will prompt something. Modules not null. Prompt returns something. Yeah, the text. So let's get back to the JavaScript thing there. They should return any variable JavaScript. Can I provide a type with that? I don't think so. Should be able to do that, don't you think? It's just an object. Everything is an object. Go to the C# side of the story. Paragraph count. And there's this one. Let's fake this one first with not an office thing. Copy this. Then uncomment it again. No, that's the wrong one. And now just return 10. There's something too much there. There. Yes, we want to stop debugging. See if we can put a break in here, maybe. And there's already a break in there. Run this. Go to page 3. Then count paragraphs. That's going in there. Come on. Did it stop? It stopped. Break it there then. And the other one. Run it. That's 10. I did not edit the thing here. stop it again. I hate when it's doing that. Page 3. Count paragraphs, and now it's mentioning 10 there. So why is the other one failing? Maybe because there are no paragraphs? Is that what it's implying? Back to the JavaScript module. So this is working. Now do the reverse of this. Let's run this and see what it's doing when we do enter some paragraphs. Add in, there you are, page 3. Let's add some paragraphs first. There you are. And now it's failing. Why is this failing? Inspect. Console. Critical, expert care, core rendering. The JSON value cannot be converted to int. An exception occurred executing JavaScript interrupt. The JSON value could not be converted into int something. So what do we get back there? Would be nice if it just showed the result of the output there. Can we put a break on this? Reload. Page 3, that's the one. It's showing reload, but it's not reloading it. Also, what if we put something in there? Don't save. Can we do something like number of paragraphs? Paragraphs. Rebuild and apply changes. Run Word again. Go to page 3. Inspect. Did we get some result here? Console. 5 paragraphs, that's correct. So the return value is not correct. And the issue that we see here is inspect. Console. Google. JavaScript interop. String value to an int variable. Trying to attach something. Wow, can we zoom it a little bit? How do I get this back as an integer and not as a string? I can obviously change the code here to make that a string, but that's cheating. That's called cheating. If I do this paragraph count, then it will be a string. Why is this complaining? Cannot convert type 2. Because that's this one. No. Count paragraphs, and that should be then a string. Rebuild it. Cannot implicitly convert it into string. Oh. Yeah, that's true. Undefined. Just to put something in there. Let's run it. 5. And load it into Word. Let's build a blanking thingy document. Click on this, go to page 3, do the detailed setup. Now count the paragraphs. Nothing. Reload. Now it's undefined, but this one, count paragraphs, returns nothing. Inspect. Why does it hit that twice? Maybe I clicked it twice. But it's returning 5 in the function. In here it's 5. Right line. Paragraph count. test. Oops, what's this all about? Oh, apparently it's still running. F5 maybe? Yeah, that's better. Load it into Word again. What is this doing? That's not what he is supposed to be doing. Why is it putting it over the full page when I wanted to dock it in this little thingy there? Where's Word? There. Let's make this a little bit smaller so we can see both. Test, and then it's empty. So why doesn't it return some value there? JavaScript class, that's the interop. JavaScript class, ticker changed, that returns something. Ticker changed, what does it return? Here. But this is C# already. Return await. That's also an option that we can do. Interop results brought in there. It's not a return value. There's the data. Getting it back from set element text. There's a function going to in, and that's returning some text. Data, what's data doing here? String. Value task string. What's the difference between value task? What's a value task? Value task is a value type with 2 fields, whereas task is a reference type with a single field. Write async, task bool, task integer, value task, type result. That's not allowed. Google's. Yeah, add Blazor to that. Form Blazor component. Issues relate to the above line. If using the above injected JavaScript runtime be closed, view for JavaScript runtime, we see an instance of JS instead of the injected thing that's not related to us here. Why do tasks return from invoke async during? Did I await that? Yeah. Never finish. That's a question for on init, so that's not interesting at all. I can use both JavaScript and C#. We execute a method, invoke async. The method expects a name of the function you want to call like this. What happens in the above code is that the method name is being invoked and the parameter input is being turned into a string. But what is so why is this one not? Because this one is giving 5, but this returns something not as a string. So there is 5 in there. Ooh, it's already past 12. Somehow there's not returning anything here. That should give something in the return. I think that's the issue. Run, return value. Return word run. Then set timeout update. Ah, there is Miguel. Then return items. Return tracked objects. Far paragraph. Paragraphs first. Paragraph is something. Then the return sync. Then something happens. Select. Then here it's done, but it's not returning a value. Would it need something like return number of something office JS in Word offices office JS no, I did not mean that. Get selected rows. How to get selected rows in index. How to get full document text. Function get file async something results. App show notification. I don't want to show notification. This is working, but I want to give it back. How do I return that? How to get a paragraph number from Word. No. Get paragraph. Yeah, I know how to console log it, but I want to return it. Return value return chunks. Question. Yeah, it is. Oh, we have the spammer again in YouTube. Thanks for the spam. Oh, this is get item. That returns a promise object. Chaining a promise the right way. I would think something like this. Let number paragraphs. Equals to 0 maybe. Is that allowed? Don't think so. There's nothing returning this. There's no word run in here. No one is returning a value. Let's search for GitHub. Let's search for word run. All of GitHub. I was not expecting WordPress to find in here. Issues, code. Start, end. Get reference. Indent, spacing. Insert header. Add controls. interesting. I find my own code in here. Results load length. Basic search, wildcard search. Setup. Insert paragraph. It's interesting, it's the exact same text. So who's this? These are all doing some things, but no one is returning a value. Why is no one returning a value? Snippets all do the same thing. Format lists, spell checker, get table cell. Fetching document content. Maybe there's more on Excel run. Because there's more reason to return something from Excel than from Word, I think. Create table. TypeScript, list objects, it's a lot of the same code from everyone, cloned from another. If you look at it, it's all the same. Okay, let's kind of wrap it up. Let's leave the paragraph count somewhere else for now. that, and also do that for the Razor page itself. Build it. Don't save. Also fix something on the page here. Setup. Each step is now separated into smaller snippets. Rebuild and apply changes. Page 3. Okay, load it as in Word. Blank. Show task pane. To page 3. Detailed setup, but that still works. Okay, don't save. Close all of this. Close all these things here. And I have to rebuild it once more. But now with the properties changing to, no, not this one, the project. It should be live again. Clear the thingy there. Clean solution. Rebuild it. So now we should see that this would be the external one. Yes. So now go into changes. We added 3 pages and we did some modifications on the other ones to supply the access to the third option there. Let's check this in. Added a more detailed JavaScript OfficeJS interop between C# and JavaScript. Commit all and sync. Now we go to GitHub and see if the action is triggered. Sign in. And bring in the multi-factor. Blazor it in. Actions. It's building. In the meantime, we can clear Word from the previous one. Options, Trust Center, Trust Catalog, clear, yes, okay, close this again, wait for this to finish. Getting sleepy. It's Friday already. Thank God it's Friday. It's Friday. Oh, message. Waiting for the build to complete. Let's dive in there and see if we can see if it's deploying right now. I'm watching my own project. How interesting is that? Let's quickly have a look at the projects here. Beta. Fix the layout of the opening page. Co-locate JavaScript. That's already fixed. Use Blazor components. Yeah. Bring fonts into the assets folder. That's not done yet. Add manifest copy step for live deployment. Documentation, WebView requirements, WebView 2. Oh, we did nothing of that today. Why does it take so long to deploy? Oh, it's there already. Let's see if it's oh. See if it's loading. This has now 3 pages, so that's good. Load WinWord. See if we can get the live version now. Insert my add-ins, shared folder. That is now the production version. Got it. So we should see 3 pages. Yes, we do. Oh, I need to do something about the layout with the buttons there. Page 3, detailed setup, that still works. Good. Back to home. Setup. Insert content controls, still working. Modify content controls, yes, also working. Go to page 2. insert some hello world stuff in there. Cool. All live and in production. Don't save. So you can basically sideload this on your own Word environment to test it out. If you go to the GitHub project here and you go to the code and you sideload the file manifest.xml in your Windows Word environment, or even Word Online, that's also possible. You can try that, basically. Let's try that. Office.com. I wonder if that's working. Find more apps, create capabilities, manage your content. Got it. So go to Word, blank document. And now insert, I think. Add-ins. My add-ins. Upload my add-in. Browse for the manifest file. That should be open file location. Let's do it from here. Open file location. Copy. Select that one. Get started. I hate this new ribbon. I want to have this expanded. There you are. Now we have this one. Will it load? Yeah, we have this multi-platform add-in. Go to page 3. How cool is this detailed setup? And it's actually working with my web version of Word as well. Even though this is a Blazor application, a C# application running in Word. Now there are content controls, modify. How cool is this, guys? Yeah, I'm kind of impressed of what's possible here. Although I still think there should be a C# model around this somehow. Because we put in all these individual things in JavaScript and we have to create wrappers for that in C# to call out. If there's no return value or parameter, you can basically create a generic function there to address all the invoked things, just to do things. That would simplify it already. But I like this already. Good. Let's get back to the main screen. So what we did today was split all the bigger JavaScript function from last week and created some more detailed functions, interrupt functions for each of the steps. So I'm now able to repeat insert paragraph things with different text. Instead of, I can easily change the text here and put it on a different location. Not so much start it on the previous paragraph, but you can put it at the end or whatever. But I'm still looking for some way to get equal way of working, like the Visto objects, Studio tools for objects, or even VBA compatibility. Hiding the JavaScript part a little bit more. Yeah, I contacted Microsoft as well to discuss this, but I haven't heard back yet. Good. Thanks everyone for watching. If you want to watch again, I will be back here on Tuesday for the full Blazor development on my website, www.softsoftware. I'm not showing my screen again, but yeah, Tuesdays full Blazor development. Thursdays again continuing this this thing that we did today as well with Office interop with building add-ins in Office. So thanks for watching. Let's see if we have something to rate here. Let's bring him in. Go to Tim Baudet. He's building race games, usually with his own engine. So let's dive into him. Say hi from me and see you there. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.